So let's start by pay homage to the Buddha. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. So last time we learned how to form the optative verb, especially with the special verb termination for the optative and the regular verb termination, or optative for the regular verb termination. Okay, so last time just we learned how to form. So now some form how to translate. So actually not so difficult, because the sign of the optatives are equivalent to these auxiliary verb, may, might, should, or would in English. So using those auxiliary verb or have been verb, so we can translate. So, and also here also actually just basic translation, not exact meaning of the optative mood. So that is why in the verb, in this paragraph, so paragraph number 23, you see the optative verbs are used to express supposition or doubt or possibility, a mild comment and request, invitation, and the catch-up question, and also praying or wishing. So many meaning can be. So that is why based on the content, what kind of sense of that verb should be here. So based on content, we need to understand. Okay, so that is roughly translation. So that is in Pali, syntactual relationship is important to understand. Okay, later, so we will see that one. So here, to learn, how they are used, how the optative verb are used. Firstly, we need to know this vocabulary. Actually, these are also maybe a kind of the adverb. So, but the meaning is a little bit different, eight time, that's or in this way, that's or in this way. Adverb of manner, that's or in this way. Here also typing mistake, actually. A1 also the same as the 810. The meaning should be that's or in this way, not this. Is it missing? Okay. So the meaning of A1 is the same as the 810. That's or in this way. Okay. And the ta means so or in that way. So or in that way. Not is not. Not is just not, like the do not, or for the So negation or negative sentence, we use the na. So for example, gechedi, he goes, saw gechedi, he goes. So not gechedi, he does not go. Very simple. Okay, so for example, so gechedi, he goes. But if we use negation, so not gechedi, that means he does not go. So the same way, if we use so, gacheya, optative verb, so he might go. Okay. So with the negation, so not, gacheya. So he might not go. Just that. Very simple how to form negation in Bali. For the question also very simple. Just putting those words at the beginning of a sentence. Question word, interrogative adverb putting at the in the beginning of a sentence mostly. So here now in this way we use and then yeta. Yeta is in whatever way or such as. Even though we say, literal meaning of the yeta, we say such as. So yeta is rarely used it alone. So commonly with the yeta and the data. So that is why in Pali, ta is so demonstrated pronoun. Okay. So demonstrated pronoun. And then ya is relative pronoun. So even though, demonstrated pronoun can be used alone, but ya never. Okay. So that is why, this saying or this note, this formula you need to understand. So wherever ya is, that is ta. Or where is ya, that is ta. Where is ya, that is ta. So that means whenever we see ya in the sentence, so at that time, even though there is no ta practically or currently, but we need to understand they are related. Okay. It should be understood. So where is ya, there is ta. Later we'll see when we do the exercise. So but please remember this one. Where is ya, there is ta, or wherever ya is, there is ta. That should be that should be understood. That means. Okay, and so that is why here, here those one, the ta is in that way. And then yata is in what way or in whatever way. Okay, but so when we use that yata and the ta together, so yata in the first sentence, the time. So at the time, both of them are, just as. So as you say, I understand. In this way, as you say, I understand. Later, with such a usage, we will see. So, and then next is katam. You see ka. So that is why katam is also adverb manner, but interrogative question. How or in what way? That is with the question mark, you see? Question mark. So katam and the how. So, and then, so the other, so those are adverbs, A10, A1, and these all of these are adverb, but A1 and the na are so particle, just particle. Okay, so the part of speech is here not so important, but they never change. I mean, their form never changed. So now Saji and the Yedi are also particle like the Na or A1, they never change. So the meaning of those, so we have, so Saji and then Yedi and the J alone. So the meaning of them is, if in English, if, conjunction, if. So that is why, they take place at the beginning of a sentence. So sa ji or yadi. So after that will be, a subject and then verb in this way. But if we use J, okay, J never take place at the beginning of a sentence. So at the time, commonly, maybe one word or subject, for example, subject, after that the J, maybe after that the, verb, but the same meaning. So for example, so Saji saw and Gachi or Saji or saw Saji or Yadi saw Gachi. That means if so he might or goes, maybe in English without using might, but in Pali, so with the objective verb. So if he goes, so in this way. But so maybe you maybe so in the Jagat breakdown. So no ji both them. Sariyata, you see? No ji both them Sariyata. Actually, so here because of iyata, we can and then subject is don't me, but we can omit. But here the point I want you to understand is J is not at the beginning of a sentence. In the second place, even though without subject. So that point I want you to understand. So, but the meaning is the same. But no is the same as the na. Okay, so Sariya means root. So Sariya root sa. So to remember. To remember. So as the present tense, we have the, sarati, he remembers. So here from the base, iyata, so sariyata. So that is one. The meaning of this one is if, but here because of iyata, second person plural. So if you, okay, here should be maybe could. So could not remember the Buddha, or the Buddha's attribute. Okay, in this way. So here the point I want you to understand is J. So if we use C, Sa, J, or D, so they take place at the beginning of a sentence. But J is always at the second place of a sentence. Okay, that point. But the meaning is the same. Sa, J, and D are also if, and J also if. But so in vocabulary, not talking about the J, later we will see in the example or in the exercise. Okay. So that one also here, these particle, dosaji or yedi, begin a sentence. That means take place at the beginning of a sentence. And when it is a supposition, okay, leave it that one. So saji or yedi kachiya, if he would go, or if he might go, like that. And then another one is actually ba. Okay, ba. So actually rusak, you see, rusak. Rusak mean, to be evil. And sign is, new. Okay. So at the time, now we have the sa. Sa kanu. And then ka and the na are assimilated as a kaka. And then so u becomes o. So now we have the set go. Okay, after that the present tense start person singular d. We have the set go d. Okay, set go d. So Sagodi means he is able or he can. So Sagodi. He is able or he can. Okay. So this is a vocabulary. So a time and the A1. So that's in this way. So a time and then here A1. That's or in this way. Okay. And then the time is so or in that way. So or in that way, the ta. And the not mean negation, not. And the yeta mean in whatever way or in what way. Or such as mean together with the yeta, the ta. Okay. And katami how. Question. How or in what way. So and then saji and the yedi Another one is G. They mean if. So they use at the beginning of a sentence, but J is in the second place of a sentence. And then the last verb is second from the root sub. So sign is nu. Maybe fit groove. Nu na u na. Okay. Nu na u na. So he is able or he can. So now let's do the exercise. So exercise A, translate into English. So translate into English. So dadara kasiya. So dadara kasiya. Kasiya maybe. So we haven't seen it. Maybe new verb. So okay, firstly, here kasiya and the word piyata, and so jndiyasi. Okay, gachi we already. So jina also we already agacha, and wasiya nisidiya, also about getchia. Those but we already seen. So now so root cuts to plant. Okay, so sign is R and then T. So we have the kasati, mean he so plants. He plants the field or the farm like that. And then root what mean to sow or to grow. Sign is R and then D. So we have the wabati. So he sows. Okay. And then another verb. So Jane D. Root is change, to think or consider. So sign is A and then D. So we have the present verb. So Jane D. So he thinks or considers. Okay. These three verbs are new to you, I think. So, okay. So Kasadi, he plants. And then Wabadi, he sows. And Jadedi, he thinks or he consider. And from the Kasadi, we have the Kasiya, Kasiyo, Kasiyasi, Kasiyata, Kasiyami, Kasiyama, Wabiya, Wabiyo, Wabiyazi, Wabiyata, Wabiyami, Wabiyama. And the from the Jane Dedi, so Jane Dia, Jane Deyon, Jane Diasi, Jane Desi, Jane Diata, Jane Dita, Jane Diami, Jane Demi, Jane Diama, Jane Dema, in this way. Okay. Now, so that the Kasiya. So because of A, optative verb, so that person, singular optative verb. So he might or he would plow. So that I mean there. So that Kasiya mean he would plow there, or he may plow there, he might plow there. Okay. And don't make ida what biyata. So here what biyata, what about in the iata? So iata is second person plural optative verb. So with so, with grow with so. So ida mean here. So you would sow here. You would plant here. You would plant here. And then mayam basiyama. So basa and the iyama. So because of iyama, so iya, iyo, iyasi, iyata, iyami, iyama, right? So optative verb. So we should or we would. But basa mean from the disa root this mean to see. Okay. So basa mean we would see. Maya basiyama, we would see. And then the hein say yo. The hein say yo. So say yo is a say ya and the ayo. Say ya and the ayo. Ayo is that by some plural optative verb. So they would or they might. So say I mean lying down. They would lying down. The hein mean there. They would lying down there. Okay. They would lying down there. So hand number 5. Hand pusiyami. So pusa and the ayami. Ayami is past present singular optative. So I would or I should. So pusa means touch, to touch. So I would touch. I would touch. So those verbs already we see. So that is why I, roughly translate. I do quickly. And the tuan jindiyasi. So tuan jindiyasi. So also is second person singular. You would or you should or you might. Jinde mean to consider. You might think or you may think. You should think. You would think. And then mayan dehin gachiyama. So gacha mean to go. Iyama. So we would. So we will go. Dehin mean there. We will go there. Okay. We will go there. So hanji niyami. Actually ji na ruji. Ruji and the ayami. Ruji and the ayami. Jina. Jina means, to collect, to heap up, to pile up, to put together something. Jina. So hanji niyami, I should collect. I should collect. So, and then number 9. So kuto de abak gacheyo. Kuto de abak gacheyo. So, okay, firstly, we should go bath. We should do bath firstly. So, kuto de agecheyo. Kudo de agecheyo. Ayo. Ayo is optative but that person plural. So they would, or they might, or they should. So agecha means come. They should come. Or they would come. Okay. And kudo means question, interrogative adverb from where. So from where they would come. That question. So from where would they come? From where should they come? From where might they come? So in this way, changing question form in English. But in Pali, just putting kudo at the beginning of a sentence. So they actually they will come, but kudo. So they will come from where? So from where would they come in this way? So the same way, number 10. So kudara maya wasiyama. Okay. So kudara maya wasiyama. Iyama. Past person plural. We would or we should. So what's that mean? Dwell or live. stay. We should stay. So kudra means where. Where should we stay? Question. Where should we stay? Okay. So now in 11. So yadra de waseyo mayan datara gachiyama. You see. So yadra and the datara. Okay, 2 lines. So relative clause. Yadra de. So waseyo mayan datara. So gachiyama. Okay. So yadra de waseyo. Yadra mean where, right? They mean they. Okay. Waseyo. So would stay or would live. And then Miami, we, right? Tadra mean there. And then Gachiami, so we should go. Okay. That is what by what translation? What by what translation? But we need to change. So in English, what order? So we should go there. So actually where they stay. So now, you know, when you translate into English like that, so the sense of word is lost in English. That is different between 2 languages. But in Pali, you know, wasiyo. You see? Wasiyo. But so when you translate into English, then we should follow English usage. So but literally, so we should go there where they would stay. Okay, or where they stay also. Okay. So 2 lines. So trying to translate. So when you see such a, you know, compound sentences, so at the time, you know, partially divide one line by line. So, and then try to translate line by line after that join in there. So that one might be easy to do it. And then, so the last line, so Yahinde Nisi Deyo, the dot do me abagitiata. So Yahinde Nisi Deyo, the dot do me abagatiata. Yeah, Yahinde Nisi Deyo. That is one line. So the door told me about Gachiyata, right? So here also Yehe mean where, okay? They mean they, but Nisi Deata is here. Nisi Deo, okay? That was in plural. So would sit, okay? The door, you know, from there, okay? So do mean you plural. About Gachiyata, so would go away. Okay. So, and then if we change possible change it in English, or what order in the sentence, or you should or you would, okay, you should. So you should go away. And then from there, so where they will sit. Okay. So you should go away from there where they sit. So in this way, but in Pali, both of them are, you know, optative buff here, nisi, deyo, ayo, and the abagacheyata, eyata. But in English, one line is lost in this way. Okay, now we finish doing the exercise, translate into English. Now let's move to the exercise B, translate into Pali. So I should stay here. I should stay here. So I, okay, first person singular, right? I should stay. So here also, you know, when you translate into English, into Pali, so I should stay here, right? So because of aham, I, we can understand aham, okay, and the first person singular, maybe me. Because of should, so we can understand, you know, yeah, me, right? Yeah, me. And then stay mean what's up base. So because of say, you know, what's up base, what's say, yeah, me. And then here mean ida or atara or ita before the buff in Pali. So ahan ida wasiyami. Okay. Ahan ida wasiyami. So trying to do the exercise in this way by yourself later. And then they will go away from here. They will go away. Very basic, but very detailed. So that one, you know, will help you to understand systematically. So, and they will go away from here. They mean they and the maybe Andy or that person plural. But because of word here, ayo, they ayo. So go away. Go away mean abagecha. So they abageche. So from here mean eat door. So eat door they abageche or they eat door abakache. Go away mean abagacheti, right? But with its imperative verb. Okay. So they ito abakachiyo. So and then, so number 3, where should they run? Where should they run? Question. That is English structure, right? So actually where mean because of question. So where can be, you know, relative pronoun also, but because of question mark, so we can understand this question. That is, you know, kata or kutara. Okay. So because of they, so kata, they, and it should. So they, because of they, we can that by some plural. So a and should together should a you. But ran is dawa. So kata de dawe yo. Okay. Kata de dawe yo. Or kudara de dawe yo. Or kuhen de dawe yo. Anyone. So kuhen de dawe yo. In this way. So, and then number 4, they might conquer there. They might, because of they, we get they. And because of might, we can understand imperative. And because of they, so imperative, that was in plural. So ayo. Okay. And conquer means G na base. So G na and the ayo, G ne yo. They G ne yo. I mean, they mean that the that ji ne yo. The that Ji ni yo. And then number 5. So you should know. So because of you, second person, singular or plural, so done or do me, because of should, imperative verb, so second person, singular, imperative verb, ERC or plural ERTA. So no means jana. So janiyasi or janiyata. Done janiyasi or do me, janiyata. Okay. And then number 6, they would conquer. So they mean they, that was in plural word, so imperative optative, so ayo, and the conquer mean jina, they jine yo. Okay. And then number 7, where should we purchase from? Where should we purchase from? Right? So here, where and from. So together and a question mark. So that is why, you know, kudo. Okay? Kudo. And because of my we, so mayan. And because of should, that is iyama. Iyama. But purchase. Purchase means buying, kina. So we have the ki neyama. Kudo mayan, ki neyama. Kudo mayan, ki neyama. And then number 8. So you should approach there. Here also you, second person singular, done or do me, should, optative, second person singular. So ERC, approach means babu na. Yeah, babu na. So ba, brief fix. Root is and the una base. We have the babuna. That means to approach, to attain, or to approach. So yeah, you should approach there because of you. So babu niya si. Tuan babu niya si. But here, there means that don't that babu niya si, or as a plural, don't me that babu niyata iyata. Okay, iyata. And then how should they conquer? How should they conquer? So this is question. So how mean, you know, Gatan, right? Today we learn Gatan, how. Okay, they mean they, and they should mean yo because of they, that was in plural yo. Conquer mean G now. So G ne yo. So Gatan de G ne yo. Gatan de G ne yo. Okay, next. Katandi jitni. And then number 10. So you should walk in this way. So you means second person singular, done. And it should also second person singular, optative. So ERC, done ERC. Walk mean, you know, to do, to make, you know, karo base. So karo base, karo and ERC, kariyas. So Tuan Kariya, see, in this way mean, you know, 8-10 or A1. 8-10 or A1. So that is why Tuan 8-10 Kariya, see. or Tuan A1 Kariya Si, two-way. Today we learn, you remember? So A1 or the 8 timing, here in this way, right? In this way. So how should, or you should walk in this way. You should walk in this way. So Tuan 8 time Kariya Si, for plural, don't me 8 time Kariya Ta. Subject is plural, that is but also should be plural. Kariya Ta. Tuan A1 Kariya Si, don't me A1 Kariya Ta. So now 11. You may do as I do. So you may do as I do. Okay. So here you see S. This S should be understood. S means in Pali yata and the ta, right? So here as I do in, so ya is in the relative clause and that is in the definite clause or main clause, right? So here these two sentences, among these two sentences, as I do is relative clause. That is fine. So firstly, as I do, okay? I do. So I mean aham, right? But do mean actually karomi, right? Karomi, but because of me, so we can do. So I may do or I should do. That is why here should be, kariyami. So aham kariyami, but because of S, so we need to put. So yata. So yata aham kariyami, and then so here the ta. So the ta and then you mean Tuan. So the ta Tuan and then may do. So kariyasi. Kariyasi in this way. So you may do as I do. So here as is equivalent to the yata and the ta in Pali, right? So yata aham kariyami tata Tuan kariyasi. Okay. Yata aham, you may do as I do. Yata aham kariyami tata Tuan kariyasi. So, okay, and then the last line, you should expound. You should expound. You means second person, yeah? Done. And should optative verb, second person singular, ERC, expound mean daisy. So done daisy, ERC. Done. So daisy, ERC. So, okay, now, lesson 7, we finish. So any question about the lesson 7? No more question? Okay. So, okay, actually, so you should
I have
join that.
question.
You should, okay, sorry. So I will reply one. So you should join that link with your mail at the time, so you can get it, that one. So I will share in that one as well. Where? So okay, in chat bar, okay, later I will edit. Okay, chat bar also okay. I will edit to that share link. Yeah. Any question?
Bante, can you
Yes.
please give the example of from the lesson 6 that imperative that use might, let's say we might go, and then how about the lesson 7 then with the might also?
Yes.
The
Yes.
difference.
So actually here, just focusing on the basic sentence of those usage, imperative and optative. So commonly, when we learn the long sentences or long paragraph, so at that point will be clear. So to be differentiated between them. So here 2 lines we can say. So commonly, if we see those sentences, separately, for example, maybe this sentence you're familiar. Bawadu Sava Mingalan. Okay. So Bawadu Sava Mingalan here too. Okay. So at the time, this one, when we see that even though possibility of those verb termination are expressed here, so commonly, so imperative verb is very common for the how to say praying or wishing. So Boadu Sabat Minglan here the sentence. So actually one stanza that is maybe you familiar with. So may there be all blessing. May there be all blessings or to you like that. So that is just for praying. Just for praying. So when you use the imperative verb, optative verb, for example, so that optative verb is maybe for the supposition or uncertainty. So commonly we use, like that one is very common in the that example I already showed you. No G. So both them Sari Yata and then Ata. So Dhammam. So Sariyata. So send it in the Jagat Breda. So the meaning of this line is if you could not remember the Buddha, okay, the Buddha or the Buddha's attributes. Okay. So a time in then. So you should remember the Dhamma. So in this way, just supposition or suggestion. So that point is clear between them. Even though we say, but sometimes their usage is in this way, mixing together. So that is fine. So if we use alone, that imperative sentence alone without any context. So at that time, for example, another line. So for example, in the Metta Bhavana, so Avera Hontu, or Aroga, so Hontu, like that. Or Abhyabhija Hontu, Anika Hontu. So may all be in be happy or be healthy, like that. So just praying, wishing. So we see for the imperative, but for the objective, maybe uncertainty or suggestion or something like that, or supposition. Okay.
Thank you, Bante.
Mm-hmm. So I can understand bad, not easy to remember. So anyway, okay. So actually to remember is that, depending on the to practice. So to do exercise repeatedly. So other than you remember. So okay, any question again? So actually, now just in online, through online, that is fine. So actually, we should practice, one by one. So I should test. So everyone, how you understand, or how deeply you understand, or in which point. So you are not clear, or to know that is very important to the instructor. But maybe so through online, or when I use that way, so it will take long time. So that is why so just lecturing, not practicing that. So that is why practicing is just completely dependent on you. So sorry for that. Okay, so if no more question, let me stop here by saying sadhu. Okay, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Bante.
Thank you,
Welcome.
Bante. Good night.
Thank you, Bante.
And good
Good
night.
night.
Thank you, Bante. Good night. Good night.
Bye.